Oh, yes. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
We would have technical difficulties today. The
No.
devil is alive. All right. Go ahead, Shayon.
Hello. It's great to have you all on tonight. Okay, I don't know if it's night, but I know it's right here. It's 2 a.m. UK time. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, loud and clear.
Oh, fantastic. It's a delight to have all of you here tonight. My name is Shayon. I'm here in the United Kingdom, excited at what we're building right here. And very, very soon, I want to bring forward let me tell a little story. So about 4 years ago, I went to an event in the United States and I saw this couple, right? And I was like, oh my God, it was from a distance. So one day there may be something, because I love the energy they brought to the table. I love what they were doing. And we started following one another on social media. And we kept up until last year. And I got a chat. Hey, Dr. we expanded to the UK. I think we may be able to do something together. I said, no, wrong timing. I'm right here pursuing my political career. I can't be distracted. It's one way I got to do this. But you know what the amazing thing is, and this is one thing I'm also sharing with my team, that somebody says no does not mean no forever. It may just mean that it's not yet time. And then election was over. We got talking again. And here I am a few months in. And I've learned so much for being mentored by this gentleman. And all the things that I've been thinking about for the past 4 years has been so tremendous that we are making things happen. Is one of his proud moments is being a husband to an amazing woman. He's mentored thousands of people to actually build their dreams. He made his first million when he was in his 30s, and his vision is to take it to the whole world. I want to bring forward my mentor, the man that I admire. Cool. Mr. Jared Wilkins.
All right. Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay? Awesome. Well, guys, welcome to the call. Welcome to the Mastermind tonight. I'm excited, obviously, about all that's taking place, all that's going on. We got notes. We've got calendars. If you are not running like a mad person right now, you may be missing the boat. But Dr. Shayon, thank you so much for the introduction. Congratulations. Come on, y'all, put your sanctified hands together. Brand new, come on, right there. Brand new Emerald in the UK, second full month. Her and that incredible team that they've been in the business went Emerald. And for those of us that are in the States, you have no idea how fortunate and how blessed we are that we don't have a 7-day cool down period where you can't order, even if you want to, order beyond a certain amount of products within the first 7 days of you getting started. And it's a government mandate. And so we are so proud of that incredible team, that leadership over across the pond. I know they've got another Ruby, a 14-day Ruby, I believe that's over there. I think it's 2 a.m. or something over there in the UK. They were still up, putting in orders, not only for June, but backdating some stuff for May, closing out. So congratulations to that incredible team. I was looking at some of their numbers from April to May, because they've only been in the business since April. In terms of 4 months in the business, and I know Dr. Shayon they've had a 203% increase in production within the last 30 days, and it's just a testament to what's taking place, the timing of where we are as a company and as an organization. But tonight, we've got so many people that I am so proud of. I know last month, many of you, obviously are seeing all of the phenomenal things that are taking place in the business. But I would be a horrible leader to be silent when it comes to everything that's taking place in our world today that has really shattered many of our hearts, and it's gripped many of our minds, and our spirits have been broken and our souls have been arrested over the last week with the tragic passing of George Floyd. Obviously, he's a Houstonian native. I'm here in Houston. He went to the high school that my older cousin graduated from as the valedictorian of that class. And so I just want to take a moment and let's just take a moment of silence here before we get started and just lift up our hearts and our spirits and our minds for everybody involved in this tragic event. Obviously, people have lost a brother, they've lost a friend, they've lost a loved one, and you know, there's all types of things going on outside of the It Works world, and there will always be that. But I think it's incumbent upon us as leaders, as voices of change, to lift up our prayers. Obviously, some of us are praying, others of us are posting on social media, leveraging that as a voice to have your voice heard. Others of us, I see you out there protesting in the streets. Some of us are signing petitions, and some of us are just petitioning heaven. And so whatever you're doing, I just want to take a moment of silence. Amen. Well, guys, I'm excited. June, it's going to go boom in June, right? We've had a phenomenal and a tremendous experience here since conference. Obviously, conference was, it was really the month of reloading. Obviously, we came out with the reload bonuses corporate did, and many of us have reloaded our businesses. And so the growth that we have seen since conference, I'm telling you, it has been absolutely phenomenal in terms of what's happening, what's taking place, and it all culminated in terms of what is growing when it came into the month of April and May. And so June is going to go boom. All of the seeds, remember we talk about this, the harvest never looks like the seed. And so tonight is a very special mastermind session. You know, we do these calls every single solitary Monday, and it's a platform for us to share techniques and strategies, how-to things that are taking place and working in the business currently. Sometimes we talk in terms about mindset and all of those things, but tonight we get a chance to hear from the architects and the orchestrators of It Works Global. I am so proud, humbled, and elated that both of them would answer the call and say yes, they would be on here tonight and really share with us just their hearts, their experience, and what I call the 60,000-foot bird's eye view of what's taking place in It Works Global. Obviously, they're brand new star achievers on our team. They're brand new rubies and brand new emeralds and diamonds and double diamonds, triple diamonds that have been promoted. And we're going to recognize you tonight, and we're going to give the leaders, many of the diamonds and doubles and triples, an opportunity to mention, honorably give mention to many of you that are out there that had an incredible month of May mayhem. Momentum May is what we called it. I know in the company, there have been a record numbers of double ambassadors that were promoted, brand new ambassadors and presidentials, and for them to take time out of their busy schedules from work, from their families, from everything that's going on to share just a brief moment with all of us tonight. Would y'all please jump in the chat, give a tremendous round. Come on, show your love, put your hands together. I want to bring on first, I don't know if I should do ladies first, how I should do it. And so I'm going to ask for forgiveness versus permission. I don't know if it should be ladies first. I don't know if it should be chief sales officer first. I don't know, who I should bring on first, but permit me, if you will. I know Mr. Mike Potillo said he's got a brief moment to share. So I want to jump on and go out to Mr. Mike Potillo real quickly, our chief sales officer, not for the United States. No, ladies and gentlemen, we got some juice on this team. We pulled the chief sales officer for the entire company on to the Zoom tonight. Mr. Mike Potillo, thank you so much for being on. Thank you for taking your time. I want to thank you and bring you onto the line this evening. We got so many people excited to hear from you tonight.
Jared, thanks for having me. Cammie, I appreciate you letting me go first. I do have another 9:30, so I apologize. I did request. I was like, hey, if I can come on first, I would really appreciate that because that's going to get into my schedule at 9:30. But you know what I love? I love seeing my friends on here. I look at so many of you. We've had dinner. We've had lunches. We hadn't hugged in a long time because, you know, that little thing that's going on, the virus that's kept us from seeing each other. But I tell you what, it's so good to see so many of you and so much momentum in the month of May, like you just said, Jared. And I mean, I'm looking through here some of the statistics. I mean, Nina Moore, whoa, Nina Moore, you just, 34% increase from April on your team. I mean, promoted several diamonds, several double diamonds, triple diamonds. Jennifer Nivens, Jennifer, I saw you on here a while ago. I mean, just seeing a huge increase on your team. Here's what's cool about Jennifer. Ruby at conference. All right, now I want you to think about that. We said at conference 2020 was going to be the year of momentum. I mean, I remember Kimmy and I back even in 2011 when we met, right? Company had tremendous momentum. We said this year was going to be another run. And it happens because of people like Nina, people like Jennifer. When you're Ruby at conference and you promote to double diamond in April, that's what starts that run. I mean, that's just tremendous, Jennifer. And what's cool is your team's promoting rubies, emeralds, and diamonds in April. I can't wait to see what happens in June. My buddy Tracy Fisher, I mean, they had an increase in sales by 36% since January, qualified for reload bonuses, promoted all kinds of rubies on their team. Dr. Shayoon, I see you over there, that red background. I love that. 2 a.m. in the morning, staying up. I mean, I remember the first time we had a chance to talk, I was out back of my house. We were walking. I'm going to blame Jared for bad internet connection. I don't know if it wasn't me and you. It wasn't me and you at all. But we did. I mean, we went through talk and we figured out how to communicate through interrupted signal. And now, I mean, here we are, Ruby first 30 days, Emerald first full second month I'm looking, and then also promoting a 14-day Ruby and a 203% increase from April. That's just unbelievable. And then Mr. Patterson promoted to Ruby. I'm sorry, Winter Patterson. I thought that I was looking for somebody else I know, Wayman. But Winter Patterson promoted to Ruby in her first 14 days. And get this, and it's going to lead me right to the few seconds that I'm going to talk here. Enrolled 40, not 40 LCs in her first month. So when we talk about massive action, when we talk about momentum, it takes stuff like that, right? It takes putting the flag in the round and just going. When you believe in something, that's what you do. When you want something bad enough, you go and you figure out ways to do it. And what I love is that so many of you, just like Winter, you have the ability now. May's over, right? May was awesome for so many, but now it's June. Somebody asked Cammie and I both today, they said, why did you guys come out so early with a promotion like that? It was crazy. 24 hours? We said, well, we didn't know if it'd be 24 hours. I mean, 3,000 distributors enrolled company-wide in a 24-hour period. That's an amazing day for the company, by the way, right? That's an amazing day. We went through the 3,000 in an hour and a half. Like that's the momentum that happened. And we all regrouped together. We said, you know what? We're not going back to full price. We're going to keep it at $48. You know, that $48 price point in the US, obviously currencies vary differently. But what's so cool about that is that now you still have the ability to use half price for a couple more days to be able to go into that momentum. You just came off strategically. You just came off doing two big things, rank ups and loyal customers through that BOGO. Now you've got that mindset this week. I'm going to add new team members, new team members, new team members, new team members. And then what am I going to do with those new team members? Well, you heard today from Mark, you've got 3 full calendar months to help them go diamond, to create that structure, build the business, and they can qualify for a more bonus. So that's the path. That's the mentality. That's the mindset that you have to have with all of these new team members coming in. And June is going to be a month. Many of you have known me for a long time from the past. Some of you were just meeting, right? We all are building relationships. But I can tell you this, I've been with a company for almost 9.5 years now. June is a special month. You're going to have to trust us. I know sometimes in life, trust is not the easiest thing just to do, but I'm saying right now, you trust us to focus this week on DTs. And we'll continue laying a plan out for you to add more volume, more loyal customers, more distributors, and more rank ups by the end of the month than you even thought about in the month of May. But you got to stay in there. You got to stay focused. You got to keep going and going and going and going. The more bonuses out there, new triples, new presidentials, new ambassadors, it's here for you. So last thing I would leave you with is this. Man, congratulations. You did awesome in the month of May. I never want to take away from that. I want to celebrate that. Man, we want to jump up. We want to scream. We want to do it. And here's the great part. Your check, your commission check is that reward. In addition to the pats on the backs and all the high fives and the air fives and the Zooms that we get to do to congratulate and the social media post. I mean, all of it's awesome. But that check is like that gauge that shows you, hey, here's what I did in May. Imagine if you put just as much gas or a little more steam behind your business in the month of June as we lay out the strategy that we've already started first thing this morning. It actually started at midnight last night, Houston time, when we told you what we were doing this morning. We're going to continue laying that path. We'll continue walking ahead of you. We'll continue grinding there with you. And at the end of June, I cannot wait, Jared, to see where this team's at. Really appreciate you inviting me on. And I know Cammie's got an awesome word to share as well.
Absolutely. I thank you so much for being on. And you're right. It's going to go boom in June. It's going to be boom, boom, boom with the zoom, zoom in June. So thank you for being on and all of the contributions that you've made to this team, to this organization. Some people know and others don't know. But we certainly appreciate the Potillo family for all that you've meant to so many of us on this brief sojourn. It's only been 21 months that we've been here. I know a lot of times we look up and you're like, oh man, it's not even been 2 full years that we've been with It Works, and it's been so embracive, and a lot of that has to do with what you have done and your contribution. So thank you so much. I want to bring on none other than Cammie Pentecost. You know, everybody knows and sees Cammie, and man, listen, I was the other day, this is actually last month, I was just kind of going through in my mind, like what the responsibilities would be for someone in her position, a mother running on the corporate side. She's a daughter and she's being pulled on this person to that person. I couldn't even imagine the amount of text messages you get and the DMs and the emails, and how you find a way to look so graceful with doing it all. And so thank you so much, Cammie Pentecost, for being on tonight. I want to bring you on to have some words and share what you want with the organization. I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you. I didn't know when I was going to get in the game. Coach, put me in. No,
You're in.
Just kidding. No, I'm so happy to be on this call with you guys tonight, and I can't think of a better way to kick off June. As a matter of fact, Jared and Portia have been updating me numbers like regularly since early May, and the amount of production you all have done is nothing short of a small miracle. I mean, you guys are making it happen, and it's fun to be on the sidelines rooting you on and just being able to serve you in any capacity I can. So I'm going to give some shout outs tonight too, but I want to go ahead and just start by saying, Jared and Portia, I appreciate you. Jared, I have enjoyed partnering with you more this month than we've probably partnered in a really long time. I appreciate your kind ways of asking for help in ways that you feel we need more of a voice. And I think it's gentle, but I think it's admirable. And I am so thankful every day that you guys were brought to our company because of that. Look at this team. And Nina, you know, you're my sister from another mister. And, you know, I can't imagine my life without my niece Paige, but man, way to knock it out of the ballpark this month, you guys. I mean, you and Paul just took things to another level, and I know your team is on fire. And Jennifer, I am not going to get tired of saying welcome home. Welcome home. Way to come back. And I love watching your comeback story. It's impressive. It's super impressive. And there's a lot of people that that are going to be blessed because you said yes again to It Works. And this is your time, sister. Great stats this month. 63% increase over April. That's huge. And so let's push for 75, 80, shall we? We'll keep it going and just change a whole lot of lives. Tracy Fisher, I know I saw you on here a little bit earlier, and I always enjoy hearing from Jared and Portia that you're just shining right now, and your team is also growing incredibly right now. That's really special. So way to go, and keep it up. And I just want to get your story out there more and more. Dr. Shayoun, this is a privilege for me. This is the first time that Jared and Portia have had a lot of things to say about what you guys are doing over there, but this is my first privilege of actually getting to connect with you and hear from you. So well done, keep it up, and please don't be afraid to let let us know how we can best support you as you continue to build for us. It just takes one or two people that catch the vision to truly transform anything. And I see you doing that over there, and it takes a bold, courageous leader. And well done. I am hearing you had over 200% growth this month, and that's impressive. Oh, so from April. Yeah, that's incredible. And then Winter Patterson, I love seeing your little comments over here. Looking forward to get to know you. She said, focus on distributors. Well, she's not wrong. She's not wrong, because obviously lots of hands make light work. And obviously the $24 promotion came and went very, very fast, but to be able to sign people for less than 50% off right now as a backup plan is definitely the way we want to start the month. So well done, you guys. And I know there's so many things I could say about so many others of you. Why don't you drop some reverse gossip in the chat room there? Somebody did something that we have not had a chance to share. You can't tell people enough when they're doing a good job, and people work hard for money, but they'll die for recognition. So let's really be a team that has a culture for giving shout outs and going above and beyond to make sure people know that they're seen and what they're doing really matters. It's pretty special. Jared, I'm excited. I mean, I know I texted you and Portia earlier today, and I just said, how was day one? How was day one of this next, 30-day month? We know it's going to be 30 days of grinding, but that's not new to most of you. Most of you are not, that's a muscle you have, maybe you're just getting that muscle back toned a little bit more, but that's not something that scares you. And I love that, because miracles are happening right now. Lives are going to be radically changed by what's happening in this last couple months, but really about what's heading into the summer. And for you being such a young teen, you may not, what I love is you have no conception for what has happened in the past through the summers. All you know is what's happening right now. And I want to encourage you to stay focused. I want you to stay focused. Jared, what are we going to do in June?
Boom, in June.
Thank you. I like the way you say that, actually. I might just send you a text every couple hours and say, what are we doing again, Jared? Keep me focused and fired up. No, you guys give me fire. You guys keep me, my feet hit the floor in the morning, and you're the ones that keep me going. I mean, I can't believe this is what we get to do. And I know, some of you, this isn't the first time you've been in a company and on a run, and you know what it feels like. You also know it goes as quickly as it starts. And so we don't want to take 1 minute for granted of what we have going on right now. And we're going to do our part. We're going to continue to add gas to the fire all month long. And your part is to continue to, build relationships and sign customers, sign distributors. And, I've got 3 words for you, and it's host to post. I know this team has embraced social media incredibly through the season that we're coming out of. And so obviously, as we're able to get back out in public, we're going to utilize that avenue to build as well. But do not stop consistently getting your posts up, asking people to host posts for you, because I'm telling you what, when I heard about what we were doing, when we were putting this plan together, I thought, man, if people weren't doing host to post, they're going to run out of people quickly to talk to. And so you guys are generating new people every single day to talk to, and it's going to turn into a massive boom because it's June, right, Jared?
Absolutely. The chat is lit up, Cammie. The chat, the leaders are giving their shout outs like you've requested. We're going to bring some of them when you're done. We're going to bring a lot of the leaders on and we want to hear those people. We want to edify, recognize. We haven't been able to hug and embrace people because of this COVID-19. So we're going to do a Zoom recognition and embrace tonight. But I just wanted to let you know, folks are following protocol and talking about all of the great things happening in the organizations here.
Well, I think I said this earlier today if you were on live, but I'm going to say it again because I think the most powerful things deserve repeating. Repetition is king. And that is that, you guys, we are headed into the summer. Some of you kids have already been home. They're just not going to school anymore. Some of you don't have the kids at home, but there is the distraction of the nice weather and the need to travel. But what I'm here to tell you is this is not something that you need to put on a shelf for the summer. This is something you take with you everywhere you go, and you get to work it when you want, how you want to, but the bottom line is you're going to keep working it. And I truly believe that if you guys give 6 days, you hustle hard for 6 days, you're going to be more impressed with what God can do in 6 days than what you've been trying to do in 7. When you release that to him and you truly honor the Sabbath and grind the rest of the 6 days. I believe God honors hard work. I mean, he created the world in 6 days. So that was not taking breaks. That was not putting his feet up. And I'm not saying that that's not fun, but that's not the time we're in right now. We're in go mode. And this means that you look at everything you can say no to, so that you can make more time for this. And then you can build some family time and some travel time in between. But the best part is you don't have to stop building the business. You get to take it with you. And so I cannot impress upon you enough. You get to decide, are you gonna live your life by default, or are you gonna live it by design? And my recommendation to you is that you are putting in place the parameters right now to prioritize your business each and every day. Don't wait till your feet hit the floor in the morning to make that decision before your head hits the pillow. What are you going to do the next day to build your business? And we know we've got 48 hours of $48 here in the US. I know it varies a little bit per market, but it's go time. And I'd say somebody signed 40 customers this month, like holy moly, that's 40 potential distributors. Let's just put that out there, right? I mean, you're loving the products. It's $48 right now. Have you ever thought about doing this as a business? Those are your first go-to people. And you have signed a lot of customers. I know, Portia, you were crushing it. And you were blowing Jared out of the water, I think. Weren't you having a little friendly competition? No, but seriously, I love that. Having fun and changing lives. Sorry, Jared, you picked me second tonight. I'm going to give it to you a little bit,
They all blow me out the water. I'm just trying to figure this whole network marketing thing out. I'm an R&B singer, but anyway, go ahead.
Did you notice what I wore tonight?
Yes, I see you.
Yes. Well, this is when we truly get to build it for our last name. This is what we've been waiting for. And it's in moments like this that we will change the legacy of our families for many, many generations. So I think there's nobody that cares about what we're doing for our family more than we do. And so I'm really excited for what's going to come out of this. And everything's in our favor right now. Everything is in your favor. So I chose this to drink out of, Jared, because I realize for many of us, putting ourselves out there it's not easy, putting more time in and finding ways to carve out more time for our business. That's not easy. But if it were easy, everybody would do it. If it were easy, everybody would have what we have. And this is simply rare air we're breathing. So maybe the hardest part of having the life you want is the courage to just try. And that's what I'm calling all of you to do this month, is to get after it, is to really put it all out there. We can do our part, and then we can trust the return to come back. I'm going to look at our notes, Jared. I know we had a couple things we wanted to make sure I talked on tonight. Yeah, we're building right now. It's building time. And if you didn't hear me say this earlier, starting on Friday at 11 a.m., we are going to have about 8 to 9 days of training, all things host to post, how to keep it clean, how to upgrade your customers to distributors, how to continue to grow your network. I mean, it's going to be awesome. So make sure you guys plug into that, starting on Friday at 11 a.m. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if many of you are on Facebook or not. I'm still on Facebook. I know that probably dates me a little bit, but I've been doing my live coffee chats every morning and really been hitting hard goal setting and getting, just getting after it. And I want you to know that obviously the way we started this year, that's not where we're at right now. And things look a whole lot different. Things have changed dramatically, and I just keep thinking we just keep getting hit by, punches keep coming our way in so many different but different ways. But that's why you got to be even more intentional. And when I say you get to live your life by design, I don't think any of us would be like, oh yes, I'd like to live by default. But if you look back over your last week, how much of your week was spent by design and how much of it was left to default? That's, you know, I think sometimes, unfortunately, as much as we know the power of living by design, we don't do the necessary things to ensure that we're telling our time where to go rather than getting to the end of the day and wondering what happened. And so you're going to have to work each day. You're going to have to do one day at a time. I'm going to text you tomorrow, Jared, and I'm going to say, how was day 2? How's the team doing on day 2? Third day into the month, I'm going to say, how's day 3? Where are we at and what are we doing? Because we're not going to get there without that kind of intentionality. We got to work one day at a time. You know, it's like saying you're going to win the championship without thinking about the game on Friday night. And so that's what we got to do. We got to do it one day at a time, and we got to keep winning. Day in and day out, we got to go for the win, and we got to do it with intention. So, Jared, you got the right team. The momentum that was built in May is really going to definitely help you guys to do that boom thing he keeps talking about for June. And I'm excited to see where you land, because I really believe some of you are going to skip a couple levels. Actually, I think that's what the kind of things you got going on. So listen, it doesn't cost you anything to dream a little higher, or to, you know, dream a little. I just had a little dog incident back there. They're getting after each other. But you know, it doesn't cost you anymore to dream bigger. And that's what I challenge you to do tonight, because worst case scenario, you shoot for the moon and you land among the stars. And that's what we're talking about. That's the kind of space I want you in as we get after June.
Absolutely. Well, Cammie, thank you so much. You know what? It's always amazing to see a heart of leadership, because leadership is really being willing to invest time with people. And you've shared a lot tonight. And I know if people just really grab a hold to what you've talked about and what you shared, I know for a fact June is going to go boom. People are going to be skipping levels in the month of June. People are going to have folks on their team skipping levels in the month of June. And this is to every single person that's on this call tonight. Cammie is talking specifically to you. And so appreciate you, Cammie, for being on. I want to invite some of the other leaders. I would be remiss if I didn't go out to Presidential Diamond Top 150 earner. This woman here, she's just a woman on fire right now. I've got to go to her first. I just do, because I mean, you see, whenever I see Nina's hair like this, I already know what time it is. I call it the lioness mane. You know, lionesses don't have manes, but you know, if they did, anyhow, y'all know what I'm saying. But anyway, I've got to bring on Nina Moore. Nina, why don't you come on? I know we've talked a little bit about some of the leaders that have had incredible months, April and May. And I know, obviously, the larger the team becomes, we won't be able to mention everybody or even know everybody by name. But those of you working with these people, you know them, and you're working with them. You know the stories intimately. You know you're the ones wiping their tears and drying their eyes and speaking life into them and personalizing their pain. But Nina, why don't you come on, take some moments here, talk about some of those people, because it is through those stories that our faith get built. You know, faith comes by hearing and hearing. And so tonight, I want to bring you on, share some of those stories of some of those incredible people on the dream team that are over there rocking and rolling as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight you. Let me see. Did we get you unmuted, Nina? Let's see here. Okay, unmute. Where's the unmute? Ask to unmute. Okay, there it is. Okay, you can go ahead and unmute. There you go.
Hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. It's all over to you.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, this is the lion's mane. I was in the lion's den all weekend long. I was trying to match Jennifer. Me and Jennifer matching. I just wanted to say thank you to Cammie and Mike. I don't know if they're still on the call or not. I know Mike probably had to leave, but thank you so much for stopping by and pouring into us, and always sending messages really just to check on us. You know I got messages from Cammie and Mr. Potillo all weekend long, just, hey, you know, we see what your team is doing. We see what you're doing. We see what you're doing. And I know Mr. Wilkins sent me a text message like, what in the heck is going over there in Philadelphia? We had a quarantine style closeout party because, you know, normally there's like 30, 40 people here. So we kind of were in different parts of the house as we were still trying to close out together in spite of the uproar that was happening around us in the city. I just have to commend all of us, every person that's on here, not just the dream team, not just the purpose pushers, not all of us as Build It For Your Last Name in totality, but every single person who still stayed focused enough to push through the weekend. So just congratulations to every single person. I am honored to serve you and really humbled because whether you're directly on my team or not, just to be able to pour into you all and share some wisdom. And so, Mr. Wilkins, it was an incredible May. I mean, April kind of set us up for it, but 34% growth in just the month of May, that's pretty significant. We had 29 rank ups in this team. 29, that's a pretty dope number, right?
Gang.
And there were some people that ranked up twice. You know, there were some people that ranked up twice. And but I think, you know, I don't think that any one rank is greater than the next, you know, whether it's executive, Ruby, because there are stories that come along with each advancement. And when I think about ranks like executive, and when I think about the people that hit executive that realized, wait a minute, I'm only a couple of points away. It was like, I'm 40 points away from executive. Let me get that done. You know, and every executive sets the stage rather for every other rank, you know. And so we were talking with the team about imperfect activity was greater than perfect inactivity. Don't worry about doing everything right. That imperfect activity was greater than perfect inactivity. Don't worry about dotting every I and crossing every T. Just run, which is what we did when we got here. We didn't understand every product. We didn't, you know, and so people like Briante Hall, I hope she's on here. We met on TikTok, you all. This young lady came in and went emerald in 30 days. She's never, ever been a part of any network marketing company ever. She put her 6 LCs in her first, right before 48 hours hit. She enrolled her first few business partners right within her first 48 hours or so, and then started duplicating that. It was like, come on, get your 6 loyal customers. And then then her husband saw what was going on, Jared, and he was like, now wait a minute, sign me up. Sign me up. Because now y'all know men are rough. Men are tough to when it comes to what we do, men are tough. But he said, sign me up. I need Miss Nina. He kept, Miss Nina, I need a spot. And so then her husband came on board, and then she ended up, boom, 6 customers under her husband in about 3 hours from one post on Facebook. One post. But then we had people like Crystal Baldry, Emily Williams, my daughter Majesty. They all went diamond in 90 days. 90-day diamonds. I mean, I think that's like pretty significant, right?
Yes.
Right, pretty significant. I mean, that's a big darn deal. I know one young lady was a former It Works rep and literally just did not have this level of success. 90 days, 90-day diamonds, which just unbelievable to me. But I think, you know, when I think about pastors, right? We've got pastors that came in and just went to work. Pastor Leroy Bailey went Ruby. Pastor Glendon Jones, that's your man, that's your boy, Jerry. He went Emerald. You know, he's a 60-day Emerald as well, running a church as an educator. But he's probably always somewhere, right? Still as an educator, husband, father, you know, still running a church, full-time ministry, and went Emerald, you know, in 60 days. Under the amazing leadership of Mr. Sean Tyrone Bell, who killed, rocked diamond out the park.
Come on, Bell. Come on, Bell. Come on, Bell.
And then, you know, because of where Sean is positioned, Jared, this is the craziest story. You're going to be like, what? So while we were closing out, Sean is like moments away from diamond. And all of a sudden I start seeing this Jackie Bailey signed DT. Jackie Bailey, her DTs were coming in with 800 volume, 1,000 volume. I mean, and it was like right at And then I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, hold on a second. What's going on here? Because she said, Nina, I dare not waste a structure you built under me. I want y'all to hear that. She said, I dare not. She said, wait a minute, a diamond is popping under me? Mr. Wilkins, Jackie Bailey Jones, pop diamond.
Come on, Jackie, don't waste it.
Like, I don't even know where that came from. We were closing out, and I'm thinking, what is going on over here? Jackie Jones, it ended up pushing Mr. Waylon Patterson back to double diamond. Like, so here's the deal. You know, Ashley Mayfield, Amber Parker, all of the people that have been here for a while, Mr. Wilkins, they say, if someone has a pulse, don't you give up on them. Because, you know, we're so quick to say, I'm not enrolling such and such because they're not going to do any work, or they down there, they ain't doing nothing. If they're running an auto ship, they've got a pulse. They're doing something. Marguerite Faison, double diamond, brand new double diamond.
Yeah, come on, Sanctuary. Come on,
she joined and did nothing but run an auto ship for 6 months.
Wow.
Gold diamond, and then boom, it was like, oh no, we getting double diamond done. She got a little taste of them bonuses. Her husband said, go get them bonuses. How much time you need to be over there?
What was the bonus at double diamond? How much was the bonus?
20,000. 20,000.
Yes,
so she got 15 and 20.
Awesome, man. Is
and
that
20.
35,000?
That's 35,000. That's 35,000, right? So then we were able to go ahead and close out our second position at triple diamond, which we've neglected the entire business until December. When I told you, Mr. Wilkins, I said, you know what? I neglected this position. I only helped the people that were there. I never went and built another leg. And I said, I gotta focus now. You know what? Even the pilot says, put the mask on yourself. Put the mask on yourself first. But I neglected that position because I wanted to bless everybody else. And we just kept chopping away at it and chopping away at it. And you know, Mr. Wilkins, it was the most difficult leg to build. Yeah. But here's why. Because it was the leg that I had to nurture, cultivate, and develop people that were in that leg that were pretty much non-networkers.
Wow, wow, wow.
And non-networkers came along and built and took that leg triple diamond. Sometimes it's what you invest. How much are you willing to invest to assist? You know, Brandy Bright, triple diamond. I mean, and all those people that will announce tomorrow, they're just trying to make sure they dotted all their I's and crossed every T. There's another whole lineage of people that they were on fire. But you know what? You know, we talked early in the month, you, Portia, and I, and we said, okay. And, you know, and at first I was being pretty hard on myself. Like, we did not get Ambassador Diamond done. You know, I gave my word. But I'm going to tell you what I feel. What I feel is that we set the stage. We set the stage for it to happen. I know that it's going to come to pass. Y'all, I'm just real hard on myself. I'm a real hard critic, right? However, what I saw was belief being birthed. I saw empowerment. I saw leaders develop. I'm telling you, I saw a team come together in synergy, in energy, in cohesion. And I'm gonna tell you something, y'all better watch out now, because everybody in our ambassador run chat is like, I'm going triple, I'm going triple, I'm going triple, I'm going double, I'm going triple, I'm going triple. So right back at you, there's so many more. I've got 29, like 2 pages of Excel exports that are Tracy Simmons, Khadijah Hines, Tori Davis. There are people that hit Ruby, they didn't even know they hit Ruby. Mr. Wilkins, where they do that at? They were like,
right here.
What? I hit.
They do it right here.
I hit what? I hit Ruby. Oh, I hit Ruby, Anika Benson, Emerald, going diamond. You know, and Mary Powell, Emerald, going diamond. Mary Catherine Nazaro, never. She was here before and it works. No success, Mr. Wilkins. She said her volume never went over 1,000.
Wow.
She smacked Emerald last night.
Wow.
She was putting in loyal customers at 200, 300, and 400 volume. Where they do that at?
Right here.
Where they do that at? Where they do that at? So I just want to thank everybody for allowing me to serve you. It gives me immense joy and pleasure. I'm humbled and I'm honored that I'm called to help to lead you. And let's throw it right back at you, Mr. Wilkins. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You know, I'm I am expresso excited with all that's going on that team. And I told you back in November, I said it's going to be big. Remember I said that? So when you say where they do that, right here, we spoke it. As you speak your word, so shall it be done. You cannot, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Some of you, when you talk about your goals or what have you, you'll see me respond, it is done. It's already done. Why? Because you've already said it. It cannot come back void. You say it. Once you declare and decree a thing, and you go and you put the work effort behind it, you put the hard work behind the hard work, it has to happen. You stay in faith. You get in faith, you stay in faith, and you keep chopping at it. Sometimes you can't look at the back office report. You've got to focus on the front office report. And what will happen is this. Sometimes you will be walking in a contradiction. Your front office will contradict what your back office says. But over a period of time, in the fullness of time, it will line up. Your assignment will get in alignment, and it will come to pass. And so I've been saying this. I was saying it's going to be big. I was saying people were going to go ruby. I was saying people were going to go emerald. You won't even know that. I was saying this, watch this, when we weren't even requalifying. I was saying this when the business had gone backwards. I was speaking what I was seeing. Oh, shucks. I was speaking what I was seeing while I was living what I didn't want. Let me say it again. I was speaking what I was seeing while I was living what I didn't want. And for those of you that, I need to get up off of here. For those of you that think you missed the goal last month, baby, you didn't miss the goal. No, the time just expired. We've got a whole month of June to get to Ruby. First of all, you got to get to Star Achiever. Then you go to Executive. Then you go Ruby. Then you go Emerald. Then you go Diamond and Double and Triple. And guess what? Presidential. And then Ambassador. And then Double Ambassador. They haven't even created the rank that you're going to go to. Why? Because you get in faith and you stay in faith. I want to swing it over to my partner, Tracy and Kay Fisher. Guys, come on. Talk about all the stuff going on with your team. And listen to me, guys. I want everybody to stay on. Grab your skinny brew, grab your keto coffee. This is Quarantine Cathedral. We are on here tonight to build our faith. I know you say, hey, you got a cell phone? Get you another phone. Enroll who you need to enroll. Get them into Quarantine Cathedral tonight, because I'm telling you, we're going because I want you to build and fortify your faith. I know you over there, Dr. Shayon in the UK, and y'all, it's probably 3 a.m. That's all right. That's all right. Stay with us. So, Tracy and Kay Fisher, I'll turn it over to you guys. Appreciate you. The spotlight's on you, sir. And ma'am.
You know what, Mr. Wilkins, I'm so inspired, man. Listen to my sister. I am so inspired. Listening to my sister on what they have created. And you know what, Nina, it starts with that Saturday call that you do, partner. That Saturday call that you do, that our team look forward to jumping on that call. Because I've never seen two Dallas Cowboys. I've never seen two Houston Rockets. It's one team. It's one team. That's it. It's one team. So my question is this, and I'm proud of what we've accomplished, the 26% growth from 1 month to the next month. I'm very proud of that growth. You're right. And so when I look at one of my best friends, Ivan Petty, completed Ruby level. When I look at the growth of Miss Shamira Rashid, I look at her growth, brand new Ruby consultant. I'm excited for her. And that's their 2.0 position. Her husband went Ruby last month. And so that's their 2.0 position that they had a chance to take to that level. I'm happy for Miss Shanique Dunlap requalifying her position. See, sometimes it's not about the rank up, but the requalifying where you are, right? Which is so very, very important as well. The incredible growth for attorney Conrail Brown. I'm so proud of this man for what he's doing. It's a whole new system, a whole new world, learning the host to post philosophy, learning that host to post system for someone who's over 60 years old, who really doesn't have a lot of activity when it comes to social media, but for him to galvanize his team and bring that team together is pretty phenomenal at the diamond level. And so I'm proud of what he's accomplished, always proud of my business partner, Mr. Perry Beach, and what he's doing as well. another young lady, because I know we talk about Miss Jennifer Nevins being where she was a part of the company and then came back. Man, you understand what you have to do that, you know, to leave for a little while and come back and hit these ranks. And man, that's pretty phenomenal, guys. If you could just grab Miss Jennifer's belief, if you can grab hold to Mr. Wilkins, Miss Nina Moore's belief and what's possible for you, what a testimony in itself. And so I'm looking at one of my partners who she had to shy away for a while. She went away for over a year or so, what have you, and came back and went Ruby all over again. And so we're proud of Miss Cherie. We call her Miss Hollywood, right? Miss Hollywood. And if you see her, you'll understand why we call her Miss Hollywood.
Yes,
But we're so proud of her for what she's accomplished this month. And so Miss Kiana Morgan, listen, your work with customers do not go unnoticed. And I always want to give it back to my business partner, Miss Stephanie Allen. Listen, you are such a servant person. You are such a servant, big-hearted young lady. Listen, they have not created a position high enough for where you're going to go because of your heart. Your heart is bigger than our state. You know that. I love you like a little sister. And you know that, partner. So continue to do what you do. Continue to serve your way to the top. And she fights for her team, guys, like never before. And so I always want to give it back to my business partner. She's one of the top. The company reached out to her because of how many customers that she puts on the books and serves throughout her organization. And so she's a big server at heart, and I love her dearly. And so I just want to give it back. Now, Mr. Wilkins, I want to ask you this.
Yes.
Because Miss Nina Moore, over 20-something different promotional ranks that went up. So I want to ask this. For all of our business partners that did not rank up to the next level, how as an organization can we use this, Miss Nina? Because we're one team.
Yes.
So there's going to be banners that's going to be going up at the end of the night, on until tomorrow. So how can each one of these banners that go up, how can we personalize this as a unit and have our business partners, because see, their friends don't know that these people are not in their organization. They don't know that.
Yeah.
So how can we use that to our advantage that's going to help them rank up even higher based on the banners that you're going to be putting up? Can you explain that to us real quick, partner?
Yeah, you know, Nina, I want you to speak to this because I think Nina, Jennifer, this whole team, we do a very good job of celebrating each other. And I love what you said, Tracy, when you talk about there's not two Dallas Cowboy teams. There's not two Texans teams. And so you'll hear me refer and reference different team names that's a part of this organization. But at the end of the day, it's one team. Listen to me. Let me make sure I'm on spotlight because I want y'all to see and feel what I'm saying to you. It is one team, one mission, 100 million. That is the vision of this entire organization. One team, one mission, 100 million. So yes, you'll have different sects and different organizations that work closer together, what have you, and they'll form their identity, but it's still one team. It's still one mission. It's still 100 million. That's our contribution, because remember what our philosophy is as an organization. We will make, and I want you to feel me on this, people, we're going to make more deposits into It Works than we ever make withdrawals. You cannot outgive the giver. We're going to make more deposits into It Works than they will ever be able to allow us to make withdrawals. And so, yes, when you see these banners come out, one of the things that I do, I flood my stories with them. They're all across my timeline when you guys tag me. There's so many, all of the brand new business partners, though it starts with the welcome banners that are coming out. Guys, I'm telling you, now listen to me. I know leaders, those of you that are really running and building, you don't have time and all of that. I get it, I understand, but budget some time throughout the day, in the evening, whatever it is. That is so important. Write this down. Visibility equals profitability. Visibility equals profitability. It is going to be absolutely difficult for us to become a household name when we don't have household game. What do I mean by that? I am in the game. I'm in the game of show and tell. Show and tell. I'm showing the success stories and I'm telling their stories. I'm showing the pictures, telling the stories. So put them on their timelines. And me and Nina talked about this as well. We don't leave them up there, for inanimate a long period of time. You know, we may take them off or whatever it is, maybe after 24, 48, 72 hours. But guys, when you see them things, and I know the Fergusons, thank y'all so much. The Fergusons, man, they share everybody's stuff. Wow, one team, one mission, 100 million. They share and share. I'm like, man, who tell you that? Okay, I'm sharing it too. I just, if I miss somebody's banner, I know I can count on going to the Ferguson's page and just click, hold it, save it, and put it up in. I'll load that stuff up. And guys, we've got to do more of that. Now, I know some of you want to get real cute. You know, I know you've got your own brands and your own things outside of it where you don't want to get there. I understand. But man, talk to some of these leaders about these bonuses that you're getting paid around here. Talk to them about some of the things they're able to do as a result of allowing, hear me, their pages to get dirty. Huh? You can't sow a seed on concrete. You got to sow seeds in dirt. So yeah, I don't mind banners being on there. People are like, man, and it's not it's not, you know, we got this color and that. It don't matter. I got stuff going on. It's things people are watching. Do I want us to be unified in it? Absolutely. But remember what I said last week. Unified doesn't mean uniformed. Unified means we're all singing the same song, but we may have different harmony. We need, come on, singers, we need altos and we need sopranos. We need the tuners. But as long as we're singing the same song, we just directed it. Come on, sing, la, 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 all, we directed it, okay? So I don't know if that really helped you guys understand the modality and the mention behind how to leverage this, but I want to bring on Anina and Jennifer Niven. Some of these leaders share that philosophy in terms of, from your paradigm, your perspective, how people can utilize these various things. And Jennifer, we want to hear from you as well, and that incredible team that you guys have, the Purpose Pusher Tribe. Man, what they're doing over there is absolutely phenomenal as well. So go ahead, Nina. I know you want to share on that, and I'll unmute Jennifer to come on right behind you as well.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Fisher, for pointing this out. You know, it's hard. I know we're all very busy. Y'all know, you know, and so even if I don't get to put it up on my wall, I will run them through my stories. Make sure they're going through something. And if you can, tag the person that it goes to, because what it does is it's edification for the person when you're posting it. So when they repost it and someone else sees, especially if you're somebody that has had success in the company, like Dr. Shayun, I grabbed her stuff and put it right in my stories. Now, it was edification. Number two, it also, nobody knows that I didn't sign Dr. Shayun. Mm-hmm. They just saw a UK banner. So what that does now is then it gives us exposure, right? Edification, it gives us exposure because we are a global team. What it also does is it helps people to identify with people who might favor them. Mm-hmm. Right? And so now you're telling a story of, and listen, here's the deal. I understand there's a lot, trust me. I had to write a list to remember the banners to make, right? And there's a lot of them that I get ready to flood. And honestly, I could have posted them last night. I just couldn't even keep my eyes open anymore, right? This morning at about 4:30 when we went to bed. And so I said today, I just wanted to, was kind of busy. It was emotional today. I'm going to be very, very honest. Because I wasn't able to really focus on any of the emotions that I had all weekend, I took a moment today to feel. Because it is important as a human to feel and to talk about with my boys, my family, what we were feeling. And I said, tonight, though, when this is over, I've been warning people that I'm getting ready to flood my Facebook. I'm getting ready to flood it. Now, here's the deal. You don't have to put each individual banner up. Make a collage. Yeah. Make a collage, and what you're doing is you're telling a story. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're putting that income disclosure statement behind, because someone might just reach out to you because they see a story. Mm-hmm. Look at this story of people, especially if you put up a story. These are distributors who went diamond in 90 days, who were in this company before, didn't have success, and now they're winning. They snagged the more bonus, smack that IDS up. And now people who might have been here before are looking and saying, oh, wait a minute. Oh, they came back. So now it gives them permission to say, oh, they didn't make it before. They're winning now. They're with those people. Oh, let me see what they're doing. right? And let me see what they're doing. And so it piques the curiosity, right? And it unifies us. So it is very important, you all. I promise you. But I will say this: if you're putting up those banners, don't leave them up on your wall past like 24 to 48 hours, because what you don't want it to look like is a flood of. You don't want it to look like you're salesy, right? So it is. You got to look at what you're marketing. Keep it up. Guess what? Go back through the middle when it starts to get slow in the middle of the month. Guess what you do? Repost those stories. Boom. You start reminding people again, right? Reminding people of what was and what's to come. So when you find that you're in a little bit of a lull in your business, there's a little bit of quiet, or you feel like you hit a wall, start celebrating other people. Start celebrating other stories. Start talking about, look at my business partner who's 24 years old, who used to sleep on the floors, and here he is now leading teams. Get right, Mr. Joseph Newman is 3 bodies away from being structured for triple diamond. He's 24 years old, you all. Tell that story. Karen Weatherby just went diamond. Here's the deal. She's got a son that's getting ready to get a kidney from her husband. Wow. But she still went diamond. And it was important for her to go diamond before the surgery. Tell the story, you all, because guess what? Somebody might partner because they hear she's got a son getting a kidney from her husband. It won't have anything to do with it works. Right. When you tell the story of a Jennifer Nivens who left, came back, goes double, leading all these diamonds and rubies and blah, 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 right? It doesn't even have, it'll be the belief. That can happen. It's about the belief. So share the stories. Don't worry about who's what. Listen, you said it best. There's no two Dallas Cowboys, right? But there's a defensive line. That's right. Right? There's an offensive line. That's right. There's a different, right? So that's all we are. Some of us are on the offense. Some of us are on the defense, but we're all one team. All right, back to you.
Absolutely. I like that. You see how one leader said something, another leader add to it. See, we're not Trace, however you said it sounded good. It resonated. It's like, okay, yeah, it's not 2 Dallas Cowboys. It's not, let's go to basketball. We don't do football over here. It's not 2 Lakers. It ain't, yeah, come on. It ain't, but it won't work with the other analogy that we're going to add to it. So it's not 2 Dallas Cowboys. It's not 2 Texas teams, but there's the offensive line. Line of sponsorship. There's the defensive line of sponsor. There's the, it is special teams line. Now watch this. Sometimes if you're ambidextrous, this is why you got to learn how to share. You can play offense, and defense. All right, Jennifer Nivens, where are you?
I'm right here. Can you hear me? Am I unmuted?
Yes, we can hear you, see you. You sound very Presbyterian tonight.
Sorry, I need to talk about quarantine hair. You don't know what, if I'm on live or Zoom, you don't know what my hair gonna look like, child. Whatever closest, I'm gonna grab and put on. All right, so that's in the month, beginning of the month, my team was like, Jennifer, go to sleep, right? But when they announce stuff like this, it's team no sleep, all right? And so when you are part of the bigger picture, the bigger vision, you make sure you do your part. And so I am just super excited for for the wig closet, amen, Lady P, for a phenomenal month for the team. And I say, like, congratulations to everybody. And I mean team, the whole Build It For Your Last Name movement. Everybody, Nina crushing it with all of those promotions, Purpose Pushers, everybody working together. And I love the fact that we have a new diamond on the team, Miss Rhonda Smith Jackson.
Come on, Quarantine Cathedral. Let's come on. Yeah.
Last month, double promoted from ruby to diamond, and she absolutely earned all of that. She is one of our hat queens, host to post queen. Always dropping in the chat, dropping in the group, got one, got another, got one, got another one. And I'd say the level of accountability for our team, Miss Winter, of course, 2-week Ruby. We have Tressa, a 30-day Ruby. We have Miss Maria, a 60-day Emerald. Like that, and they earned it. Like that is so important to me. They work together because we hold each other accountable. I'd honestly say exposure, like Apostle Wilkins says, exposure is key. It is so important. And we make sure, do y'all have y'all post up? My post is up. Let's go show each other some love. And honestly, like Mr. Fisher just said, celebrating, bumping up each other's posts, showing recognition, that helps.
because it shows your other friends on Facebook or Instagram who may be dry and stale and don't show you any kind of love. That's like, okay, who are these people asking about that coffee or that business opportunity or that fat burner? Hey, send me the information also. And so we hold each other accountable by putting up the post, by showing each other love. Level of accountability. How many hosted posts do you have up? Like, we don't leave anybody behind. We hold each other accountable, but we say, you know, do we have your buy-in to hold you accountable? And that is so important, especially as you are pushing for different promotions or different things like that. You don't want to leave anybody behind, but you want to make sure that you have the person's buy-in to push them. My team knows. I said, can I get on your nerves this month? Because what's your goal? What are you pushing for? Emerald? Are you pushing for Ruby? Are you pushing for? I need to know what your goal is, and are you ready for me to get on your nerves? Because I want to help you reach that goal. And so, and they said, look, I'm ready. I am ready for boot camp. They know the month of June is serious boot camp, because we know the part that we play in the build it for your last name, and we will not be. It's like I tell the Lady P and Apostle, put me in the game. Like, we in the game. Like, it's game time, and we are making sure that Purpose Pushers are going to do our part to make this one team, one mission, 100 million happen. And we don't let anyone have a bad day. Don't come in here with negative Nancy. Like, we keep it positive. We all have bad days. Like, we give you like 5 minutes to cry and to pout, and then it's like, all right, let's change that mindset. So what are we going to do about it? Remember why you started. Is your why worth you getting over this crying session? Or is your why worth you having a bad day, a bad week, or bad month? And we put on, you know, the big girl panties on, I mean, the big boy boxers, and we get it done. Yes. We do what we have to do to play our part for our why, but also the bigger picture. So now it's past what Jennifer's why is. And when I hear the rest of the team and I hear my leaders, it's like I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for the bigger movement as well. And so I honestly say exposure, consistency, and the level of accountability that we have as a team is unmatched, because we hold each other accountable to the point it's like, I got mine up, I got my post up, I got this up, and so we say, what is the goal for the week? What is your goal for the day? And it's no sleep until it happens. And so I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's about to go down. Like, I feel it, that it is going to be big. A lot of big things have already happened, but we have not seen anything yet. And so I celebrate everyone. I'm super excited. If you need me, my inbox is an open door policy. I want to shout out, they're not even in my organization, but Shamira and Sharif, yes. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I am super excited for y'all. We stay hyping each other up, and I'm just so proud of what y'all been able to make happen with the host of Pose, taking it and running with it, and y'all seriously have blown it out the water. And so back to you, Apostle Wilkins.
Oh, appreciate you, and man, congratulations to that incredible team. It's it really, I get emotional thinking about how this team is gelling. It's gelling, and that's see, when promotions happen, all promotions come from God. Remember that. All promotions come from God. Write this down. Something that I live by. I really believe in this philosophy. God doesn't pour his blessings on anyone or anything that's out of order. He never pours his blessing. When he pours his blessing, he will open up the windows. The windows of heaven will be open. Now, I want you to think about that. In every house, listen to me, there are always more windows than there are doors. So when his blessings are coming, I mean, it's coming from the north, the south, the east, and the west, the countries that show up, the people that show up. You'll start, mark my words, you're going to start seeing people run right to diamond. You'll see people run right. I've said this before. Remember when our last company, Tracy, I said, you're going to see people come into this company, come into this organization, and they're going to run right to presidential. And you'll be like, who was that? You won't even, you won't know their name, their resume. You'll be like, how long they been in? And I want you to celebrate it when it happens. Why? Because when you celebrate, you elevate. When I celebrate you, I elevate you. I go on all type of people's stuff that's in It Works, on our team, on others' team, other people, other companies. You'll see my little avatar. Congratulations. Why? Because I'm ready to elevate. Every time I celebrate, it elevates. Do you know we had almost 1,400 enrollments last month? Almost do the math. 1,400 divided by 31 days. We were having that many people enroll every single day. And guess what's going to happen this month? It's going to grow some more. Why? Celebrate. It's not me. I promise you, It's not by might. It's not by strength at all. I'm telling you, you got to get in faith, stay in faith. Now, some of you, oh man, it sounds too esoteric. It sounds too preachy. Guys, what happens through this business is a miracle. This ain't magic. This is a miracle. If you were part of this organization just 6 months ago, you know, and you can see, you can sense, and you can feel what has happened since January to June. It's been a turnaround. And that's what's going to happen for each and every one of you in the month of June. I'm telling you, it's going to go boom in June. Don't worry about the how. Don't focus on the how. What I want you to focus on is what you know to do. If I know how to do host a post, I'm focused on that. If I know how to host a phone call, I'm focused on that. Here's what I want you to focus on. It ain't hocus pocus, it's focus. What I want us to focus on in the month of June, I want us to focus, listen to me, I want us to focus on focus. Focus on, there are going to be so many distractions that come. That's normal. Opposition, please write this down. Opposition is the sign that you're in position. Ask Tracy Fisher and Kay Fisher if they've experienced opposition. Ask Nina and Paul Moore, has there been any opposition? Ask Jennifer, man, you have no idea the knockdown, drag out sessions me and these leaders have. You have no, they be wanting to, I mean, all type of stuff. I know it. Why? Opposition is nothing great. Nothing miraculous will happen without opposition first. It has to happen. I talk about this story all the time. In order for you to experience miracles in your business and in your life, because I've been expecting, I've been praying for a miracle. Yeah, I've been expecting a miracle to happen. Because if I can explain it, if I can say, oh, I recruited this one and I did it, I wanted a miracle to come up and be like, he did it. He did it because I was there. I stayed focused. I stayed in faith. God poured his blessing on it. I tell the story all of the time how when Jesus was asked in his time of teaching, there was a crowd, there was a multitude of people. The story says it was 5,000 people that showed up. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, how in the world 5,000 people showed up to hear him. He didn't have TikTok to get the message out. He didn't have Facebook Live. He didn't have Facebook Messenger. He didn't even have Instagram, but somehow or another through his work, his words traveled. And 5,000 people showed up. The theologians say, some scholars and theologians say, there's about 15,000 people that showed up if you include men and children. And they said he was so long-winded, he was talking for so long that his team, that's why you got to have a team, because you won't be able to hear it. Come on, leaders, listen to me. You won't be able to hear it. You won't be able to see it all. The team sometimes has to come to you and say, hey, leader, this is what we need. That's why I love the open door policy. Hey, leader, I know you're focused on here, but hey, let's talk. We need to talk about the hunger there. They came to him and said, hey, Jesus, hey, you're giving a great talk right now. This thing is good, but you've been long when you've gone so long. The folks are hungry. The story says he tells the team, hey, here's instructions. See, you've got to pay attention, follow instruction, and take massive action in June. 3 things, 3 takeaways. Listen to me. Pay attention. Attention has to be paid. Are you listening to me? You have to pay for attention. Pay attention. How do I know you're paying attention? You're interactive. Remember in school, you'll be drifting off, you'll be reading, and hey, pay attention. How do I know you're in tune with us? You're in tune with those. You're not going 2 and 3 and 4 days and we're not talking. Pay attention. That's number 1. Number 2, follow instructions. You've got to, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me, please. Nobody will ever outgrow authority. You cannot outgrow authority. You cannot outgrow leadership. At some point or another, you have to submit to leadership. Away with this notion of being the renegade, being the one that's going to do it all by yourself. You cannot get to the top by yourself in this business. Ask these leaders. You've got to take your eyes from your goals and empower. That was a word Nina used earlier. Empower. Empower. How do I empower? I encourage. I inspire. Write this down. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. I know we're losing Quarantine Cathedral. I know y'all going to bed, but for those of us that are still up, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Pay attention, follow instruction. Number 3, take massive action. Massive action. Whatever the instructions have been, I'm taking massive action every single day on the instruction until the instruction changes. Make it the reason why you don't hit your goal. Make it our fault. Make it our fault. Chrisette Michelle penned an incredible song. She sang it, "Blame It On Me." Jamie Foxx said the same thing. Well, no, he didn't say blame it on him. He said blame it on something else. But Chrisette Michelle said, blame it on me. Blame it on us if it don't work. Blame it on us if you don't get the miracle, because Jesus tells his leaders, hey, galvanize the people. Put them in groups, small groups. That's why we got group messages. That's why we got these pages of groups. We gather in groups. Then he tells them, bring me what's not enough. They go find the little lad. You know the story. He gets the 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. First thing he does, he blesses it. Why in the world does he bless what's not enough? Because gratitude, write it down, is the seed for more. How you gonna go diamond and you're not grateful for being ruby? How you gonna go double diamond and you haven't even requalified diamond? You're talking about, oh, I'm just gonna go from ruby to double. Well, at some point you gotta make a pit stop at emerald. Come on, you gotta have a standby at diamond, then you get to double. You follow me? So yeah, you will skip levels. I've already decreed and declared that. But you've got to be grateful for, listen to me. You can't be anywhere that you're not. This is where I'm at. This is where I am, and I see where I'm going. I was telling leaders the other day, one leader said, oh, I'm running for double. Like, have you requalified your position yet? Set a goal to requalify that position. Let's put a date on that first. Don't tell me about the level come on, let's get this one. Pay attention. Follow instructions. Take massive action. Well, you are emerald, but you're going to go ambassador this month. Really? Okay, great. When's your ambassador date? My ambassador date is June 30th. Okay, great. You're ruby right now, right? You hit ruby last month. All right, what day in June are you requalifying ruby? What day are you requalifying emerald? What day are you hitting diamond? What day are you hitting double? Right? Because you got to get to these positions or get to these places first. And watch this. Remove the associated pain with getting to that position. I remove that pain. I let go of that pain, let go of that judgment. I'm getting back to where I was. He blesses it, he breaks it, and then it multiplies. Now listen to this. Think about all the people that left because they got hungry. Think about all the people that left because they didn't stay in faith. Guess what happened? They all missed the miracle. So I want to congratulate those of us that have stayed. I want to congratulate each and every one of you that has come. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have got the best leaders, some of the best leaders that I've ever had the opportunity to serve alongside that's right here, part of this team. I know they care about people. They are genuine. They're hard on you because guess what? They should be. It ain't easy. Somebody put up a post, why is it so hard to do network marketing? Because people ain't easy. You are hard. That's why. People ain't, you hard. Some of you hard-headed, all right? Some of you hard-hearted. And so we gotta do some heart work to break some of those things, break some of that unforgiveness, break some of that entitlement, break some of that comparison, break some of that jealousy, break some of those idiosyncrasies that you've been holding on to maybe for a year, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20 years. And as we break that, here it is, then multiplication shows up. So I'm excited about your miracle. Leaders, anybody else have anything you want to add, or are we ready to close out? We got some of the diamonds on here. Let me unmute some of these diamonds. Ask to unmute some of these diamonds. Doubles, diamonds, doubles, triples. Anybody want to add to what we've talked about? I know we've shared a lot tonight, but I told you, this is Quarantine Cathedral. When we leave here, it's on like a plate of neck bones, all right?
Mr. Wilkins, can I just share this, about belief before we go?
Yes.
Like I think about, there's something that I was on a different, I was on someone else's training, and I was talking about the fact that sometimes we get so caught up on what even our leader isn't doing, right? Not even remembering that we're human ourselves, right? If we go to the bathroom, our stuff stink too. And we don't really give our leaders grace. And the one thing that we have to realize, and I was on the training saying, is sometimes the person that got you here might be the bridge that brought you here.
Yeah.
Right? And we got to be grateful. You talk about gratitude. Maybe they're the bridge that brought you here. Maybe they aren't building. Maybe they aren't. We've got some people that were feeling a little bit of that stronghold. And when they let it go, started enrolling DTs this month. And I mean, when I think about the people that, even I think about it, like a Marguerite Faison, who was not a big enroller, but do you remember when we were at conference, Jared, and we were talking with Amber Parker?
Yep.
And I think it was Amber or Alyssa that said that they built somebody all the way to Diamond. Remember, she was like, I built the whole structure out. She didn't enroll one person. She was a customer go-getter, right? She said, I built the whole structure. She said, but after she went Diamond, remember that Tracy Fisher? She said, after the girl went Diamond, she enrolled like crazy, like 60 distributors, right? Because you don't know when is that thing, what that thing is going to break the belief. Patty McCoy is enrolling distributors now after she kept saying, I don't know what it is, because Patty will put in 500 customers, like 500 of them. And she just kept saying, I can't enroll any distributors. I can't enroll distributors. And the moment that she let go of some of that unforgiveness, right? The moment that she started building that belief, guess what happened? DT. Because you know why? There's a rhythm. There's a flow. There's a rhythm. There's a flow now. There's a rhythm. While we were on this call, Miss Marguerite Faison just said, Nina, I just enrolled 2 LCs while we were on this training. See, belief. So ain't nothing wrong with the system, nothing wrong with the leadership, ain't nothing wrong with the products. The compensation plan is not on trial. If your belief is not intact, if your attitude is not right, if you're not practicing gratefulness and gratitude, guess what? Back to you.
Nothing works. Appreciate that. You're so right. I have tried to ask to unmute all these diamonds and doubles, and y'all acting real Presbyterian tonight. You're trying to act like you're going to talk tonight. Go ahead, Stephanie Allen. I see you.
I cannot even stop laughing. But I mean, this has been very, very, man. I am ready to I'm ready to go to work again, but it's like this business is just way too easy. I mean, it's just way too simple. Every time I called Mr. Fisher, I said, man, this is just too easy. It is just so easy to get a customer. I mean, you don't even have to try to get a customer. I was at church on Sunday morning, and I was talking to one of my downlines before I got there. And so anyway, after church, my dad is our pastor. After church, I heard one of the deacons tell my dad, hey, I'll see you next Sunday. We have to go to HEB to get my grandson his Powerade and his energy drinks. And I said, hey, wait a minute. Don't you know I'm a health and wellness coach? And I said, follow me to my car. And so anyway, we went outside. I signed him up for a loyal customer, gave him some keto energy samples and some greens, and they went on about their way. And he called my dad and said, man, tell your daughter whatever she gave me. I've been walking up and down my driveway trying to find something to do because he said it gave him so much energy. But it is just, and that's how my morning started off Sunday morning after church. And after church, I went home and sit at the table and do what I do, smiling and dialing. And I mean, just close out the month with a bang. Back to you, Mr. Wilkins.
Closing them out at church. Coffee at church. I love it. Anybody else want to add any other diamonds? Want to add real quick? Go ahead, hon.
Well, you know they say coffee is Christian crack, so go ahead and hit the churches up, folks, in Jesus' name. Uh, amazing time here tonight, everyone. I am so excited, proud, happy, fired up for each and every one of you for literally just crushing the month of May. I already know June is definitely gonna go boom. I just can feel it, the synergy, just the communication, everything is just in alignment. We're all in sync. And so when that happens with an organization, man, every single person wins. Remember, who you are connected to is taking you somewhere. Who you are connected to is taking you somewhere. So lock arms with these leaders, lock arms with your leader, and make sure that you get the game plan. Make sure that you have the strategy, and get out of the way to run the play. That's it. Just get it out of the way and run the play. If you just run the play and focus on running the play, not worried about who's running what else or whatever too, or worrying about whoever else is on the field, and you just focus on running your play, June, July, August will be massive for you. You will be able to consolidate time frames in your business by doing that. So kudos to everybody. Congratulations, everybody. I'm excited for all of you. Definitely more to come. Honey, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate you, and I'm gonna beat you this month on these lawyers. I promise you, this is my month. I'm feeling it. Hey, Shabbat, I feel it. All right, we got a little friendly competition going on. She's beat me the last 2 months, but that's all right. Anybody else, real quick? Any other diamonds in the buff, real quick, before we close out? Y'all like the gear? Y'all see the coffee game? Now, folks, somehow or another today, y'all weren't really posting. I didn't see a whole, I don't know what happened. But y'all weren't really posting your skinny brew today. I don't know what y'all did today. Okay, I saw Juarez, I saw Nina, Tracy, I saw you. But some of y'all acting real bougie. Y'all just posting the coffee. You're not posting yourself. We need to see you with the coffee. Come on, yeah, with the cup and the.
They was
tired.
Right,
y'all gonna make me double up on you this week. But I'm gonna give
you. They got drink 2-packs. They got drink 2-packs on Monday.
I'm telling you, listen now, guys. This is, the keto coffee and the skinny brew coffee. Y'all already know it's what we call the diamond nectar. All right, that's the diamond nectar. You want to go diamond? You need to start drinking at least 2 of those a day, and going live. But no, guys, seriously, let's make sure you're posting, you're promoting. Let's get louder. I'm proud of this incredible team. Thank y'all so much for staying on for the last hour and a half. It's been a special call. We wanted to recognize you guys. I appreciate you guys. We got some different things that we're working on to help recognize some of the brand new ranks that we have, and we're putting all that together. But Portia was showing me some of those things, and we're going to be getting with the leaders so they can see some of it, and some of them will be receiving some of this stuff too. But we got some cool things we're working on for recognition, and so that's going to be exciting. Look at Nina leaning in.
So brand new, yeah, I'm waiting for mine. I'm just waiting. So shine it up, just shine it up. Go on, Portia. Portia, you need my size? What you need?
How you know it's the size anything?
Together, no more, nothing.
Right, Nina, you need the spelling of my name?
Yeah, what you need? Like the middle name is 2 L's.
Well, we see who needs some recognition around here, y'all. But look, we're working on that. We've got some great things lined up for it. We were sitting back talking about how to properly recognize at different levels when you get to certain ranks and all those types of things. And so you're going to be seeing that. We're going to be talking with the leaders, and they'll be available globally all around the world for people to have access to those as well. But guys, thank y'all so much. If you haven't, I know we joke, and I like to, me, I'm a blue. I like to have fun. If it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. I can't be stale. I just got to be me. So thank y'all so much for allowing me to be myself. Congratulations for an incredible month of May. June is going to go boom. So appreciate y'all. I'm going to unmute everybody. You can sign off and give your salutations. God bless you. God bless your families. And God most certainly bless your dreams.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations. Thank you. Bye.
Congrats, guys. Take care.
Yes.
Thank you. Good night.
She'll
Congrats.
make it go
Thank you.
boom.
Thank you. Good night.